everybody, it's Sam here and I am joining the CraftStash Autumn YouTube Hop. So myself and many other familiar faces have got together and we are sharing some Halloween and spooky makes. So for May to Surprise, I am making a Halloween. I thought I'd use my pop-up book die set with the wiper editions so I can make like a spell book, pop-up spell book. That's my plan. So I've got a mix of products here. Now the products that everyone's using is a mix of old and new, and there is 20% off of some of the product, so not everything's included because we just wanted this to be a nice way to share some of our new products as well as past collections as well. So there is a homepage on the website and you will find that linked at the end of this video and also in the description box. If you click on there, you will find everything that everyone's using. VIPs, you all get to enjoy your discount. So if you're not a VIP, again, all of that information will be shared below. It's a really great membership. It's $9.99 for the year. You get lots of exclusive content. You get first look, you get kind of sneak peeks, and obviously the great discount as well. If you're just starting the hop with me today, thank you. What you want to do if you've never done one before is below will be a list of everybody. Next to me will be you are here, and then underneath is the next one you want to click on. I will also have that video at the end of this video, so you can just click straight there and it'll take you to the next one. However, what we want you to do is make sure you go all the way around and make sure you go to the CraftStash one and like, comment and subscribe to them if you haven't done so already, and that way you'll be in with a chance of winning a prize. So join us, follow us all wherever you're beginning, but make sure you go all the way around and make sure you get to CraftStash as well. And like I said, like, comment and subscribe, and that way you might win a prize. So like I said, I'm going to use this product here. So we've got a mix of my new and my older Halloween collections. I've got some circle nesting dies, and then I have the pop-up mechanism. This is the book and the wiper editions as well. So let's get started. So I've already gone ahead and cut everything that I need. So I've got my 6x6 card blank, and I've just taken some of the papers from the paper pad there, decorated the front and the inside. Now I've got two of the paper packs, so that's why I've got two of these sheets, because the foil, there's only one of each design. The plain pattern, there is two of each design. Just in case anybody's wondering, well, how come she's got two? It's because I've got two packs. And then I have die cut. I just take these ones just to talk it through for anybody who's not seen this one before. So in this set here, you get your 3 pages, and then you get your matte layers for the front, and these are all your elements to just allow you to have a pop-up book. You can then purchase the additions, and this is the wiper element which goes underneath, which will allow you to have a pop-up, and we're going to use one of these today as well. So I've die cut just this one here, so you can see that there. And then from here I've die cut everything on the front here. You want to die cut 2 of this one and 2 to 4 of this one, depending on whether you have a wiper element or not. If you don't, you want 4 of them because you want them to support all 4 corners of the pages. So once you've cut them all, I like to just add a little bit of shape to mine, and I just go over all the score lines in my scoreboard. I'm going to lay it all out on here just so you can see how it's going to look when the card opens. So these are each of the pages. Now what I think I might do is with my gel pen, I've got this one here. This is the Jelly Roll by Sakura and it's size 10. I'm going to do some squiggly lines so it looks like pages down the side. And then I have already gone ahead and stamped and coloured all of this detail here, and that's using a mix of these sets here. So the sentiment I've taken from the Halloween sentiment, so we've got Watch Your Poison, and then on the front I've got It's Spooky Season. And then I've stamped and coloured the witch, and I've stamped the speech bubble there with the boo, which is what is going to pop out the top. And then on this one here I've used the trees, and I've just done some first and second generation stamping, so you've got that kind of lighter background effect there, and then the darker ones in the front. The witch's cauldron, and I've just added some of my accent glaze, so there's a nice shine on the poison there. And then I've used the spider's web just to add a little bit of detail there as well. So first of all, we want to stick these down on top of each other, so I'm just going to use some of my double-sided tape, and starting with the middle and top one, just flip it over and I just run a thin layer of tape down each side, and then also on the outer side. Again on this one, just flip it over. Okay, and then I'm going to take the backing all off the smaller one first. Okay, and then you want to stick one on top of the other, but make sure you've got the more curved shape at the top. You'll see the bottom here is a bit more straighter, but you've got the curved top there, and then just sit it down so you've got it equally spaced along the top and the bottom. and then just stick the tape down like so. And then I like to just bring it up just a little bit, because you still want this to fold flat. So I'm just bringing it up just a smidge, like a mil. That's all it needs, just a little bit. And you'll see it give you that little kind of arch there, but you still want that to be able to close down flat, which it does. Okay. And then with these ones here, I'm just going to add my tape just on the inside. And then you can have it as a perfect matte layer for this section, so you have a border around all of the 4 sides. But I bring mine right down into the fold, and then you just have a border on the 3 sides, so it just looks like another page. But it's up to you. But I'm just going to stick that one, and then it will just lift up over that arch, so you don't need to do anything with the other end. Again, just flip this one over, just do the same. There'll just be a little gap in between there. Okay, so now we've got our book that's going to pop up. And then again, just flip this one over and stick it down. So now I'm going to add some lines. You can do different colour pages. I've got lots of these on my channel. I've got ones where I've done vellum in between the pages. So I'm always just trying to do something a bit different. So I think I'm going to just keep that flat. You might want to do this before you put it together, but at least this way I can see the gap that I'm working in. And I'm just going to just, even if it kind of breaks up like that, I'm not too worried. And just do some lines. I don't want it to look neat. This is a witch's spell book, so it's not going to be perfect. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Maybe I'll just do it on that middle one. Yeah, I'm just going to do it on the middle one. But again, if you want to do it on all of them, you can. Here we go. So we've got the book already. So next, just leave that to one side. You want to take this one here and this one here. Now, because I only want the one pop-up, the one wiper, I'm going to remove the bottom one here. So I'm just going to snip right across. I've got double wipers on the channel, and I'll link the playlist so you'll be able to see all of that. But that's all I want. Now, I go over all the score lines. What you want to make sure is that these triangles here are both, well, are all mounting folds. If you get those folds so they're all mounting folds, the whole thing will fold in like this. Okay, and it's going to stick inside here. So you want to fold it down like this. And I'm going to add I'm going to use the construction glue. It'll take a little bit longer to dry, but because I've got a little bit of foiling on here, I just think it would be better. So I'm just going to cover both sides. You can cover that extra bit as well. It's more of a support. And just make sure that you get it in the middle of this piece. So I know this is 6 inches. So you can just mark along the centre here. 3. And then I know, make sure that you've got this so it will pop up at the top. So it'll be on the top of your folded piece. And just sit the middle of this across your pencil mark. Don't go onto the score line. You just want to go up to it is enough. And just make sure that the folded straight bit here is lining up with the fold of the card, and then just close that all up. And then open it up and you can see how that all looks. And just make sure that that fold there runs right down the centre of the card as well. Okay, so it all closes up nicely there. Then you're going to take all of this part. So this is for the pop-up book. So if you don't have the wiper, if you're not having something, you know, moving behind the book, you don't need to add this. You will then add all of this in. Again, I've got the pop-up books separate to the wiper books as well. With this one here, in fact, if we do it separate first, it's easier, and then stick that whole thing in. So you want this one, and you want 2 of these ones here. Okay, and these are going to sit over this, and you create this cradle effect. So take one of these, the largest square area, and just add your glue. Fold that down so you've got your 3 folds. You want the top middle fold, and sit that up against it like so. And again with this one. Okay, you should, like I said, have something like this. The book, all of this here, when we fold this up, I think my gel pen's dry, that is going to sit inside like this. Okay, and then you want to add your glue to the ends of these to these two tabs, and the shape of these tabs will fit in here. Now, what you want to make sure you do is stick one down first. So it's right up in that kind of shape there. And then you need to make sure that this goes over these pieces. So you kind of want to fold this and tuck it in. You only need to do this when you're adding the wiper bit. And can you see they go underneath? So make sure that it's like that. So now again, when I open it, it's not going to catch on it. You see they go underneath. Again, just open up the cradle part there. You should have something like this. Looks very unusual, but it does all work. Now, whilst that's drying, I'm just going to add a nice curve into this piece here, because we want this to be able to move and go underneath the book. So just put a nice curve into that. We're not going to attach this until the book's been attached. I'm just going to give that a minute to dry as well. Next, you want to add your glue onto the top of these two tabs here. Again, I'm using the construction glue. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer, but it's going to be really, really strong. You want to fold this in half, and you want to sit this so that it's inside the card. You'll see it will just fit in there, just underneath my pattern paper there. So I'm just going to sit that either side and close it up. Don't worry about that wiper piece for the minute. Just focus on getting the card equally spaced, and it will all just fit in there like so. Now open that up, and right now it's just going to rock, but just go under and just, you know, make sure that's all secure and make sure it's straight. So I'm actually going to stick the white pieces down at the ends as well. I've done that side, so I'm just running a piece of double-sided tape underneath. Sometimes I leave them off, sometimes I don't, but I just think this one needs to just wrap around a bit better. There we go. Okay, next I want to add this piece here. Now I'm going to just trim this. You will trim this, you know, everyone's will be different. You might even want to do it in acetate, but I want to have that. It's got to be, with these, the trick to allowing it so that it all smoothly works is you've got to have a little bit of it just tucked underneath the book so that it's automatically going to glide. So I want to keep that, I reckon, there. I'm just going to tack this in place and just see first if that's going to be the right kind of place for it. Just give them a little smidge. There we go. You see that slides under? So just make sure it doesn't catch on anything. Obviously that's going to be like so. I think that works really well. So once you're happy and you've got your positioning of that, you can then get your supports in here. So you will want, I went to stick them in before, but it's best to do that first. So you'll want, it depends, if you've got the double wiper, so something popping out from the top and the bottom, you already need 2. If you're using one wiper like me, then you'll want 3. And if you're just having the book pop up, then you'll want 4, so that you've got a support for all 4 corners. To be honest, you might even find you only want to use 2, even with this wiper. So I may well just do the 2, to be honest. It's up to you, so you've got the choice. Basically, the tabs either end of this, one tab will stick to the book and one will stick to the card blank. And the idea is that it pulls it down, so it pulls it open. You just want to decide really, because they need to be able to fold flat and then pull. So if I have one down here and one up there, that'll probably be enough to keep it supported. So I'm going to add some glue to the top and the bottom, and I can kind of see where this is going to sit, so I reckon I'm going to go in quite far down. I'll just show you there how that's stuck. Okay, so it's just stuck on the tab, and then if I just close that down, in fact I might do this when it's open. I'm going to pull that down so I can see exactly where that will sit, like so, and then I go to close that up. There we go. So you can see now how that's pulling it down. Don't want to pull on it too much because it is still drying slightly, but I do need to just make sure the book's lined up straight. So it can be a little bit fiddly. Once it's in, it's fine. So I'm going to show you again on this one here. So you're folding it in half. So basically this top one here will stick to the page, and then all of that will lie flat underneath. So I'm just going to add my glue to there, and then on this side it's just to the end there. You just want to make sure it's folded like that, okay? And then bring that down. So flip it over. Okay, and then close that all down, close it all down, and then let that attach. And then just bring it up quite quickly, just so you're happy there with the positioning. But I think that looks pretty good. So like I said, you'd have one here and one here, but you've got to be careful with your wiper. If I had one here, it would probably catch on it. So that's why you don't need to have them in all of the corners. But I think that looks really good. I'm very pleased with that. And the idea is that these cards are displayed open, so you can enjoy, you know, all of the pop-ups. Obviously, if you've got a double, then you would have to kind of have it displayed lying down, or you'd have to keep it closed. So for the front of the card, I'm not going to decorate it too much. I've just got this one here which says it's spooky season, and then I have 3 of the bats that I've die cut from the Halloween icon set. So I'm going to get all that stuck down. Okay, so there is the finished card, and now when I open it up, you have your pop-up spell book with the boo coming out of the top there. I think it's lovely, really fun way, and hopefully just a different idea for those of you that already have the die set. And if you like the look of this die set and you want some more ideas, and maybe not Halloween themed, check out the playlists. I've got lots of different themed ones there. So thank you for joining me on this CraftStash Autumn Hop. Like I said at the start, if you scroll into the description box below this video, you will see a list of everybody taking part, and there will be a little arrow next to this video saying you are here. So you want to click on the one below. You will also have links there to the VIP, so those of you who aren't VIPs and you'd like to find out a bit more about that and enjoy the extra discount, then you'll find that information below. There will also be a link to the homepage on the website where you will have everyone listed and all of the products that they're using. And also make sure you do follow the hop all the way around, enjoy everybody's videos, like, comment and subscribe to them if you haven't done so. But make sure you go to the CraftStash one and do the same there, because then you'll be in with a chance of winning a prize. So you can subscribe to my channel here. You can find links to that website homepage and everyone participating here. And if you click on this video, it will take you to the next one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.